Sind wir in London? Was haben wir erreicht? Nix.
Who's there?
Who do you think?
Let it be known that I'm handy with this revolver.
Nonsense, Dr. Watson. As I understand it, when faced with the imperative to defend oneself, one's comrades, and one's nation, you fled.
I...
Aren't you going to introduce us, Sherlock?
Watson, meet my brother Mycroft, the Queen's best boy. This is a grim augury indeed, for wherever Mycroft travels, tedium surely follows.
In contrast, of course, to Sherlock, a man whose obsessive pursuit of the trivial tears through the most carefully laid plans like a hurricane. Do you have any idea what you have disrupted?
Your ego is inflated as much as your waistband. What word comes to mind?
You work for the government?
International trade is a delicate beast. Your antics and edelweiss have jeopardized one of the Crown's richest relationships.
Oh dear, as rich as all the butter you've been slathering on your bread?
We need your help.
What?
There is evil afoot. Strangeness and savagery like I have never seen. Something otherworldly festering in the dark beyond our reach. We have seen things that defy explanation. Mystic forces, magic. You must help us.
It's true.
The British government does not invest its resources in the insane or intoxicated. Pull yourself together.
I know men like you. Men like you grease palms, whisper in ears, start wars, and you send men like me to die in them. You and the rest of your corpulent cronies.
Ha! Corpulent! That was it.
Interesting, Sherlock. But as you again drift away from sanity, you find yourself another John.
All right, so the choice is made.
I beg your pardon?
There is only us. We cannot run from this problem. I shall take the book and Davy's cryptic message to Barnes. See what he makes of it.
Und so schließt der Kreis sich wieder. Weil Mr. Barnes in der Buchhandlung ja Kryptologie sich dafür interessiert. War kein guter Tag.
As you were, Watson. Do what you must.
Am I mad? This painting wasn't here last time, was it?
Another sinking near Scotland. By the Strand for all the details. Cool. Thank you, sir. Just back from a trip, Doctor. You look exhausted.
In der Beleuchtung sieht es sogar richtig, sieht sogar hübsch aus hier.
For some reason, it makes my skin crawl. Take care of your master. It has been a while, Barnes.
Dr. Watson. Indeed it has, and good to see you as always. How can I help?
Someone is full of pep.
Oh, yes. Mr. Holmes, he was quite the inspiration. Last time you were in town, he offered me some stirring advice, which I've since
Ist das mit der Blumenhändlerin
Holmes is
zusammen von
nothing if not
gegenüber.
provocative.
Sind ja auch beide Hunde
Indeed,
da.
the thorny truth is often hard to hear, but it did the job. And now my heart is full.
I'm glad to hear it.
Much obliged, Doctor.
Barnes, does Stevenson's guiding light mean anything to you?
Well, my mind first goes to Robert Louis Stevenson, an up-and-coming author. I've been following his work in the periodicals. Interesting man. I take it his literary pursuits are somewhat of a deviation from the family business.
What makes you say that?
He wrote a poem. Let me see if I have it still. Yes. Say not of me that weakly I declined the labours of my sires, and fled the sea, the towers we founded, and the lamps we lit.
The labours of his sires. I wonder what they do.
I have a book on great British families. If the Stevensons have achieved anything of note, they will be in there. Please, feel free to take a look. It should be on the shelves to the right.
Much obliged. Last time we met, you mentioned your knack for translating occult texts. I was wondering if you could help me with this book.
Certainly, Goodness. Where on earth did you procure this grimoire?
That's a long story. What do you make of it?
It seems to describe pagan rituals, ancient deities. Wow, what a marvel. I can try and translate it for you.
Just the pages bearing that symbol. This section, really.
Entity of ocean or time. Oh my. Oh, already on it, as you can tell.
If you can have it done at your earliest convenience, that would be lovely.
Dieses Buch ist ein Sammelsorium an Fakten, Geschichten und Gerüchten über bekannte britische Familien und ihre Errungenschaften für das Vereinigte Königreich. Gewissermaßen wissenschaftlich verbrämter Nationalstolz.
A moment, please.
Im Archiv recherchieren. Den Trümmern, die wir errichteten und den Laternen, die wir zum Leuchten brachten. Wahrscheinlich wird er in der Schiffsfahrt tätig gewesen sein. Die Arbeit meiner Väter abgelehnt und dem Meer den Rücken gekehrt. Ort wird England sein. Ach so, nicht es ist Schottland. Entschuldigung. Schottland 19. Jahrhundert. In dem Buch, nicht Englisch. In dem Buch Die bedeutsamsten britischen Familien finden die Stevenson kurz Erwähnung, die für den Bau von Leuchttürmen überall in Schottland bekannt sind. Der erste Leuchtturmbauer in der Familie hieß wie der Schriftsteller Robert Louis Stevenson, ebenfalls Robert. Seit dem Bau des Bellrock-Leuchtturms im Jahre 1810 haben die Stevensons in ganz Schottland mit Wunderwerken der zivilen maritimen Ingenieurskunst ihre Spuren hinterlassen. Ganz gleich, ob die Leuchttürme von Robert Stevenson oder von seinen Söhnen Alan, David und Thomas erbaut wurden. Die Seeleute, die an Schottlands Küsten das Meer befahren haben, ist dieser Familie zu verdanken, dass sie sich dabei sicher fühlen können. Okay. Es geht um die Zusammenkunft. In der Nachricht geht es um einen Ort, an dem der Kult eine Zusammenkunft plant. Ein von der Familie Stevenson erbauter Leuchtturm westlich der Region Lochaber in Schottland.
Spellbinding pages.
Say, do you possess coastal maps of Scotland?
Indeed. Have you figured out what the Stevensons are known for?
Feats of lighthouse engineering. You have my thanks for the book.
My pleasure, Doctor. Do you need any particular part of the coast?
Lochaber, west coast.
Right then, I'll unroll it on the desk. All yours. In the meantime, I will attend to my translation.
Much appreciated.
Der Scarryford-Leuchtturm befindet sich auf der abgelegenen Insel gleichen Namens, südwestlich der bewohnten Insel Tiefe. Er wurde von Alan Stevenson entworfen und nach 6 Jahren Bauzeit im Jahr 1844 unter seiner Leitung fertiggestellt. Der Leuchtturm ist ein Zeugnis für die Entschlossenheit der Ingenieure und Konstrukteure des British Empire, das Leben der Seeleute sicherer zu machen. Zahlreiche Arbeiter riskierten auf den gefährlichen Felsen ihr Leben, um aus Granitblöcken diesen Garant für die Sicherheit der Seeleute zu errichten. Barrow-Head-Leuchtturm. Der Leuchtturm befindet sich auf der schottischen Hebrideninsel Barrow-Head und thront mit seinem Leuchtfeuer über dem Südende der Meeresstraße Seminch. Der von Robert Stevens entworfene und im Jahre 1833 von James Smith aus Inverness erbaute Leuchtturm besteht aus Stein. Mit einer Höhe von 682 Fuß über dem Meeresspiegel ist der am höchsten gelegene Leuchtturm des Vereinigten Königreichs. Der von Alan Stevenson entworfene und im Jahr 1849 von ihm erbaute Leuchtturm befindet sich am westlichen Ende der Halbinsel Anamurchen in der Region Lochaber. Ich denke mal, wird so gesagt. Aufgrund ägyptischer Einflüsse auf seine Bauweise und seine dekorativen Elemente ist er in Schottland einzigartig. Der aus Granit bestehende Leuchtturm erhebt sich mit seinem markanten schwarzen Laternenhaus 118 Fuß über die Felsen. Ich denke mal, der wird das sein. Ubernangal bedeutet auf Schottisch Gälisch Spitze des Fremdlings. Dieser schlichte und doch elegant anmutende Leuchtturm aus Backstein wurde im Jahre 1857 von David und Thomas Stevenson erbaut und zwar nicht der einzige von den Stevenson in diesem Jahr errichtete Leuchtturm. Er ist 62 Fuß hoch und hat eine Leuchtweite von 10 Seemeilen für jene Schiffe, die in der Bucht der Isle of Man verkehren.
Doctor?
Barnes, have you finished with the book?
Yes. I've written out a translation of the section you wanted. It, puts the grim in grimoire.
I thought as much.
Long story short, it details macabre rituals, death, leviathans, and the apocalypse. See for yourself. I must ask you to leave the book with me so I can read more of it. It's compelling. Very compelling.
I don't think that would be wise. Please give it back. That said, I remain grateful for your immeasurable help.
Oh, how disappointing. I hope you will consider lending it to me in the future. Good day, Doctor. A fascinating book. Thank you for the opportunity, Doctor.
Ja, mit dem Buch allein lassen ist nicht so dolle.
Book on fraternal dysfunction?
The Holmes family is beyond counseling, Doctor.
True, more deserving of scientific study. What do you want?
I came to warn you. Perhaps you have a moment to...
Sorry, I reserve Tuesday afternoons for time with friends.
I'm worried about Sherlock. He's not well. You should know that he has had episodes in the past. Detachment from reality. He will need your support.
Such gore. First you crush him under your boot heel, now you ask me to pick up the pieces.
Your emotions are impeding your rationality. He needs to be distracted, diverted into something less harmful.
Surely you jest. Only one thing shall truly bring him peace of mind, and that is solving his case.
The last case he pursued so doggedly was Cordona. He came home a wreck, and this time I fear he may not return at all.
You are not his father, Mycroft. Not anymore. He is a grown man, a brilliant man. I know you care for him. I just wish you also respected him.
The Crown cannot help you. But I can. Give him this.
What is it?
A confidential note tied to his case. He may see value in it. Just do not tell him it came from me. Oh, speaking of the Crown, perhaps you can help us with another matter? It requires some local knowledge.
I'm all ears.
For your eyes only. Here is a folder with all the details.
Der einsame Beobachter. Unser Informanten Philip Hawke hat sich seit mehreren Tagen nicht bei uns gemeldet. Bitte finden Sie heraus, was da vor sich geht. Mr. Hawke hat unweit seiner Wohnung Nachforschungen für uns nachgestellt. Er ist querschnittsgelähmt und wohnt in der Nachbarschaft eines Ihrer Klienten, Captain Stanwyck. Erstatten Sie mir Bericht, wenn Sie bei ihm waren. Sie finden mich in der Buchhalterhandlung. Achso, der war Captain Stanwyck. Seinen Bediensteten haben wir ja auch nie gefunden.
May I ask you something?
I'm really sorry, but I can't help you. Try asking someone else.
Is this familiar to you?
It's a Sherlock Holmes, your question.
Big Ben! Big Ben! Nur eine Attrappe.
Are you able to help me?
Bock ins Gesicht.
Well, I'm not getting in here.
Okay, Mr. Hawks Wohnung. Post liegt schon länger hier
The
rum.
oldest letter was delivered 3 days ago.
Und der Milchmann war auch da und die ist schon
The
gegärt.
milk has soured. Is this familiar to you?
I can't help you with that, sir.
Sieht nicht ein bisschen verdächtig aus mit dem Rumstehen hier? Oh, guck mal, da oben ist eine fehlerhafte Grafik drin.
What is it now, Doctor? What is it now, Doctor?
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
It's a shame, but I can't help you.
Das ist ein anderer Typ. Ah. Ach, guck mal an.
Near perfect camouflage. It makes me wonder if Mycroft also spies on our suite in Baker Street. A map of possible routes taken from the embassy. I thought only Sherlock was capable of this kind of deduction. The spyglass was positioned to watch the windows of the embassy across the road. Royal Berkshire Regiment. They had it tough in Afghanistan. Only his right arm was functional. His left arm was paralyzed in the war.
5:45 Uhr, Kutsche mit vermummten Personen eingetroffen. Kutsche abgefahren. Besucher blieb im Gebäude. Kisten mit Gold aus dem Kaiserreich Japanisches Münzamt eingetroffen. Aus dem Kaiserreich Japanischen Münzamt eingetroffen. Kisten werden immer noch entladen. Letzte Kiste wurde in Botschaft gebracht. Osmanischer Botschafter und Vizekonsul eingetroffen. Die Herren konferieren im 2. Stock. Zu sehen sind Karten von.
A capital M signed by someone else's hand. His face and neck are swollen, and I can see wasp stings all over the skin. A wasp's nest. They might attack if someone draws too close or are otherwise provoked. Much like London itself.
Schieben Sie mich in den Garten.
Unlike Holmes, I don't carry lockpicks.
Und ja, tut mir leid. Wenn wir Wespen im Garten haben, bin ich wohl tot. Weil ich nicht wegkomme. Schreckliche Tötungsart.
I'm sorry I have bad news.
Please do not tell me Hawk is a turncoat.
Worse, I have found him dead in his wheelchair, out in the garden.
How did he die? Exactly.
He was stung repeatedly by wasps. His body succumbed to anaphylaxis.
And that is all you observed? Was there anything suspicious?
Well, there was one thing. In his notes I found a handwritten M, but it didn't match Hawk's other writing.
Listen carefully, Doctor. Do not investigate further, do not talk about this matter to anyone, and do not ask questions.
Moriarty.
Now leave it alone.
Aber nur ein kleiner Hinweis. Okay, das ist schon mal der Leuchtturm. Wo kommt der eigentlich her? Vor Profil von A. Rochester. Da habe ich mich gar nicht mitbekommen, wo diese Info herkam. Archibald Rochester ist am Leben und der geistige Führer des Kults. Er hat vor, ein gigantisches Ritual am Admiral Murchan-Leuchtturm durchzuführen und bei dieser Zusammenkunft Menschen unterschiedlicher Ethien zu opfern.
Please let Mr. Holmes know that he may always read the latest Strand at no cost.
Moment. Doch von da sind wir gekommen. Wobei, gibt doch bestimmt Schnellreise direkt vor meine Tür. Holmes, ich habe alles geklärt.
Holmes, I have the translation. But Barnes was affected by the book. Holmes?
Watson?
Did you hear me? Barnes was behaving oddly, but I was able to retrieve the book and his preliminary translation. I think we have a lead. Sherlock, what is it?
I find myself burdened. It will come as no surprise that I tend towards obsession. Indeed, obsession oft grants me the insights that have become my stock in trade, but my greatest asset. Yet I cannot deny this nature proves as much a hindrance as a boon. It has cost me friends, colleagues, brothers, and despite my obsession as I contend with the matter at hand, no closer to understanding than when we began, I must conclude that I am of no worth at all. Without an answer, what use is the question?
Sherlock, this is no time for despair. The book is real. Those men went mad.
John, I fear that I am as mad as the rest of them.
I bore witness to the same events that you did. I saw with my own eyes the inexplicable, the ghastly, and the unnatural. I can attest to their occurrence. So take heart, for it was as real as you or I, and thus we must persist. Lives hang in the balance. If you cannot see your worth, then trust in me, for I see it. And I know of no other man capable of putting this matter right.
Thank you, John. Would that I possessed even half your courage. Pray tell, where does our journey end?
Ardnamurchan, Scotland. Well, shall we be off?
Yes, of course. You can apprise me of your actions while we pack.